VIR is steeped in racing history, and part of that history includes a man whose name is synonymous with a Ford Mustang, Carroll Shelby. Shelby won the very first sanctioned race at VIR in 1957 and later went on to build modded-up high-performance versions of the original Mustang from 1965 to 69. Shelby returned to Ford in the early 2000s to once again lend his famous name and over-the-top performance upgrades to a series of Mustang Shelby GT cars. Even after his passing in 2012, Carroll Shelby's Ford legacy lives on in the current 2020 Mustang Shelby GT 500, which features a supercharged Cobra Snake rattling 5.2-liter V8 that pumps out a venomous 760 horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Some folks still think of America's pony car as just being a straight-line speedster, but today at VIR, we're going to show you how great a Mustang can be on a road course.
Right now on 0 to 60 TV.
Steve and I took the bright orange Mustang you see here from Leith Ford up to Virginia International Raceway to speak with a few Mustang enthusiasts about their passion for the pony car and how it brought them all to a track day at VIR. Robin and Lee Buckner are our first guests at the North Paddock Garage. Lee is the owner of this beautiful black and gold Mustang Fastback from 1968, and Robin is the owner of this special 2009 45th anniversary silver Mustang, which we're going to get into in just a second.
This Mustang, this 68 Mustang, it has attitude. What stopped me, Lee, was the sign on the top of the windscreen, old school racing. This car teaches you to have fun. Can you just talk a little bit about the joy of driving this beast?
Well, it's manual everything, manual brakes, manual steering, 4-speed transmission, so it's no power assist, no anti-lock braking. Kind of refer to it like driving a tractor. It's just
hold on.
muscle it around the track.
What about losing that tail out there if you overcook it? Have you ever done that?
Quite a bit. I get teased about. I do most of my driving looking out of the window instead of the windshield. It gets sideways quite a bit. It's just not out of control, but just a lot of just sliding around.
Well, the cool thing, Robin and Lee, about the Mustang, and we have two great examples here. We have one that I guess you've owned, say, for over 30 years, right? Since the 1980s. So it was about 20 some years old when you bought it. And you have turned it into a race car, all right? So a track car with a roll cage, you've got your driver's seat and everything. And then Robin, you've got a completely street stock car, but also a special edition. I mean, wasn't yours the first one with the whole panoramic roof? What other kind of cool features does yours have?
Basically, I mean, it's the GT Premium, so it came with fully loaded at that point in time. It's a 5-speed manual.
Everybody so far that we've talked to today drives a stick, which I think is awesome.
Yes.
Which you need when you get out here at VIR.
Right.
But that just goes to show you that you can take a street stock Mustang, and I know you're going to get out here in a little bit, and drive it on a road course like VIR, and you've got a good all-around car. Now you take Lee with his roll cage and driver's net and everything else, and racing stripes and numbers on the door, and you're kind of like dialed in. So it's one extreme to the other, but you guys obviously love your track days. I see you got your VIR patch on there. So talk about your experience of just coming up here with your Mustangs.
When we're here, everyone is family. We look out for each other. You need a tool, it's there. Everybody helps everybody with their cars if something's going on. It's a great place to be and hang out in the evenings and just talk about the track day and how everything went on the track.
And Lee, what about, is it like, do you feel like you've got other competitors out there, or some of those competitors actually help you if you need?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you're here just for a track event, or if you're here racing, your competitors want you out on the track just as bad as you want to be out on the track, because they want someone to dice it out with on the track. And sometimes the best racing isn't at the first and second place. It's back in the back of the field, and it might just be a guy. He might have a faster car than you, but you just outsmart him in the corners or outbrake him, and that's, he's going to pass you in the straightaways. But if all the timing is right, and you get the last pass in on the last corner, because you can take them in the corners, and that's a victory for you, even though you didn't win the race. If you came in 5th, you just got in front of that guy on the last turn, the last lap. Yeah. Well, and it's you can't replace that. It's just you relive that race or that one lap in your mind for years.
Well, Steve, I think we should ask Lee and Robin what kind of tips they might have for a prospective Mustang owner, maybe someone who hasn't, purchased their first Mustang yet. You said it was your dream car. What should someone look for? What should you look for in that Mustang purchase if you want to kind of do what you're doing?
Well, I definitely have to recommend the manual and bring it to the track, so that you can bring it out here and it's, fully under instruction and coaching. So it's not like you just bring your car out and get to drive by yourself. You have training, and that's critical out here to learn how to drive and handle your car. That's very important.
And you don't necessarily have to take it to the level that you guys have done either with the racing suits and the helmets and everything else. You can do like Steve and I and a lot of us have during the 2 VIR charity events that they have in the spring and the winter. So Lee, what about you? If someone wants to get into vintage racing with an older Mustang,
right?
What would you tell them?
I'd say start with a solid shell first. Yeah. I think it's really with Mustangs. I know there are other makes that people are very passionate about, but you form a connection with the car. And I've had the car 32 years, and this is Robin's second 45th. But you buy the car and you buy the color you like, and chances are you're not going to want to get rid of the car. Right. You don't want to sell it because the car becomes part of you. Yeah. I don't think I could sell my car. I mean, there's a price for everything, and but when it came down, someone said, "Here's the money you want," I don't know if I could actually sell it.
Well, Lee and Robin Buckner, I want to thank you guys for bringing your 2 extraordinary cars today to VIR and for being here with us on 0 to 60 TV. Thanks so much.
We appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
After Steve and I spoke with the Buckners, they headed off for a few hot laps, which gave us the opportunity to speak with a Mustang owner who's a bit newer to the brand and about to make his first drive at VIR.
Tristan, I just wanted to tell you that I love the car. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What I want to know is what was the emotion you had when you first got behind the wheel, when you first bought the car?
Dude, I was so excited. Me and my dad went to go pick it up in North Carolina, and it was just so fun to drive. I've never driven anything that fast, so I was kind of scared at first, but after getting used to it, it was...
But I understand you had never driven a manual before.
No, first time, 6-speed, and I picked it up pretty quick. My dad taught me how to do it, so.
Yeah, double clutching out there, were you?
Oh yeah, I thought I was going to blow up my transmission the first few days, but I got the hang of it pretty quick.
Great.
Yeah.
So Tristan, this is a 2012
Yes, sir.
Mustang GT.
Yes.
5.0 right there.
Got to have the 5.0, yeah.
You got the 5.0. So how long have you owned the car?
Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in September.
And how old were you when you first purchased?
I was 19.
So 19, and what's the horsepower under the hood of that thing?
Stocks, I think it's 412, so it's a little over 400.
That's a lot of horsepower for a 19-year-old.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know, man.
You've learned how to master those ponies now, I guess. Right?
Oh, now, yeah. Don't even have to think about it when you get. One
of the big parts of owning a car like this is you get like a sense of family. I mean, there's car shows, and what's been your association with the car and some of the other fans or drivers that own Mustangs?
Right. Well, I have a few friends that have a Mustang, and it's just everyone that has one, like you said, it's kind of, you feel like you're a part of a group or like a family, when you get one. So
You connect.
You connect.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because, I mean, they're so popular, but
Yeah.
you can do, you know, make them your own to where they look different. And then that's the one cool thing, you know, everyone's got them, so.
Look at that camera and tell everybody, you know, what advice you would give to someone who's thinking about buying their first Mustang.
Do it. Don't think about it, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I got nothing else. Do it.
Do it.
Whether you drive a new Mustang like our Orange Fury model from Leith Ford, or a restored classic turned race car, or some other variety of late model pony car, the fun we had at VIR is proof positive of how great a Mustang can be on a road course. Once again, I want to thank Robin, Lee, and Tristan for joining us today at VIR and for bringing along their beautiful Mustangs.
For Mark Arson, for me, Steve Hewlin, thank you for watching 0 to 60 TV from LeithCars.com.
If you want to watch more 0 to 60 TV, just click here.